Hey there, welcome back to the Brandmerry channel where we are sharing personal branding and marketing strategies to help you improve your revenue and impact. I am Michelle Knight, founder and CEO of Brandmerry.com. I am excited that you are here for another episode. We're gonna have some fun today because this is one of the top questions that I get asked. So I wanna start a series here over on the Brandmerry channel where I am going to share some of my top tools in business. Today, we're gonna focus on my top 5 tools that I use for operations. Now, tool number 1 should not come as a surprise to many of you. If you have seen some of my other videos that I've released, the top tool is Kajabi. So many of you know that I have a membership site called Brandmerry Academy. I have a course that I've created called You Branded. I have group programs. I love to deliver free content, and I house all of that inside of Kajabi. So Kajabi is truly an all-in-one platform that was designed for course creators, but as you can tell, allows for a lot of different things. Now, Kajabi has the ability to have your website and your blog, to handle your checkout pages, your sales pages, to upload your course content, to email your subscribers, to email your clients, to have landing pages, so many options inside of Kajabi. I specifically use it for my paying clients. So for things like Brandmerry Academy or You Branded, my clients will check out on Kajabi, they'll get access to the membership site in Kajabi, they will get emails from me and updates from me all inside of Kajabi. So I really, really love it because it's an all-in-one platform. And I talk a little bit more about how I use Kajabi in some previous videos if you want to go ahead and check those out. But if you want to try Kajabi and give it a spin, you can go to brandmerry.com/Kajabi. We're also going to link a bunch of this in the description as well. But you can check it out, see if you like it for yourself. But again, I really love this platform because it allows me to serve my clients at the highest level and keep everything nice and organized. You know, one of the goals as a business owner is to have recurring clients. And so many of my clients will go from You Branded into the Academy and then maybe work with me inside of Roadmap to Freedom, and so they get to keep all of their awesome materials in one location, and it kind of makes it a fun membership portal for Brandmerry, which I love. So again, Kajabi is what we use over here for housing all of our membership and paid content and communicating with our paying clients. All right, the second tool that I love to use in business is called Honeybook. Now, Honeybook is one of my favorite platforms to use with my private clients. Now, there are a lot of different ways that you can use Honeybook in business. Many of my clients who are photographers love Honeybook, graphic designers, because when you're working one-on-one with a client, there's a lot of back and forth, right? And you've got the contract, you've got the invoices, you've got email communication. You might, if you're a graphic designer, you might have approvals for design. If you're a photographer, you might want to, upload different options for them. You might want to have brochures, all of these different things to support your one-on-one or private clients. And that's why I love Honeybook, because you can create workflows and really streamline that entire process. So we use Honeybook for, like I mentioned, my one-on-one clients. So all the way from applying for a one-on-one coaching spot, which you fill out an application on my website, that's a form that we embed from Honeybook, to our conversations back and forth, to getting the contract, signing the invoice, making sure that they have any additional emails to schedule their calls, all of those different pieces. And we save all of those emails as templates inside of Honeybook. So Honeybook helps us automate so much of that process and also save us tons of time in case somebody from Team Brandmerry needs to go ahead and make sure somebody gets an email because they're gearing up for their session, and then we're good to go. So I love Honeybook for that reason. It's an amazing platform. It also gives you the ability to segment people. So let's say you are a photographer and you have an inquiry form on your website. Someone can check different boxes based on what they're interested in and then go into different funnels. And it's awesome. And then as soon as somebody submits that form, they're already inside of Honeybook. So every time they move along in the process, they're actually moving along in Honeybook. So you can see someone's inquired. they've had their payment made, they're an existing contract, they're up for renewal, and it just makes tracking all of that stuff super, super easy. As I mentioned before, I've got links to all of these, many free trials, some discounts. Honeybook, you actually get a discount off of Honeybook if you use my link, and all of that information can be found in the description for this video. All right, let's go to number 3. So this is a question I get a lot. Where is your website? My website is on Squarespace. So as I mentioned before, you can have your website on Kajabi, but if you watched one of my previous videos on course creator tips, you know that I tried to piece it all together in the beginning. So my website's been on Squarespace since day one, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I absolutely love Squarespace because it allows me to customize and design things without having all of the tech knowledge. I've taught myself how to code and make modifications as I've gone because I had a little bit of that past knowledge in my toolbox, but many of my clients don't have that, and they're not really keen on designing everything themselves, but Squarespace makes it super easy. And here's the other thing that I love about Squarespace. You have all of your analytics so that you can see your numbers, you can see what pages people are viewing, you can see where people are coming from, and you are set up for really strong SEO on the platform as well. So as many of you know, I teach search engine optimization inside of the Academy, and that's because I have used SEO to rank my website for multiple keywords on page 1, if not the first spot on page 1, for branding, coach, and different things like that. And that's all done in Squarespace. So it's super easy to make sure that your page title and your page description, your keywords and your alt text is all set up to support you in doing just that. So Squarespace is one of my favorite websites to recommend. If you're just starting out and you're not necessarily ready to host courses and things like that, and you don't want to invest in Kajabi out of the gate, then Squarespace is a great option to start out. Or if you're like me and you just want to pay for the best of the best, you just keep both of them because it's just easier that way. So Squarespace is my favorite website platform, and such a fun one to play with, and really, like, I think one of my favorite things that I learned about Squarespace early on is that I didn't have to pay somebody to make updates to my website. I could do it myself, and there's something really empowering about doing that as a business owner, especially when you're starting out. All right, number 4. Acuity Scheduling. So there's a lot of scheduling that happens over here at Brandmerry. We've got client scheduling, we've got bonus sessions, all kinds of different things navigating. And so having a central scheduling platform is amazing. So I personally use Acuity Scheduling. And one of the reasons that I love Acuity is because it allows me to set up tons of automations. You guys are probably picking up on this whole automation thing, but I love a good automation. And Acuity gives me the tools to not only set my availability, so I get to set my availability from the get-go, so if someone goes to schedule a call, they aren't accidentally going to book on a day that I'm, hanging out with my kiddo, or I'm running errands or something like that, or I just want to take the day off. In addition, I think it's really important to stay in contact with people who have booked with you and making sure that your time slot is on their calendar and they've got the information that they need. So I love that Acuity allows me to set email templates to send important links for our Zoom room, to maybe a link to a form that I want them to fill out before their session. I can send post-session automations as well, and so it makes it really amazing. In addition, you can collect payments through Acuity as well, have submission forms, all kinds of really, really cool stuff, and it integrates really beautifully with most platforms. So for scheduling over here, we love Acuity. All right, and that leads us to the very last one, number 5. I feel like everyone and their mom and their grandma knows this platform now because of 2020, and that's Zoom. So I've been using Zoom since the very beginning of my business back in 2016. I use it for my coaching calls, for my workshops, for all kinds of different things. And so if you're not already using it, that is an amazing platform to use to have conversations with people, to have your coaching calls, to record them, teach webinars, all kinds of different things. So I couldn't talk about operations and not talk about Zoom, but I feel like we all kind of know it, so I don't need to hover here for very long. So there you have it. Those are the 5 tools that I love to use in my business that help with operations. Go ahead and try some of those out. Again, we have some links below. They're affiliate links. Some of them give you free trials. We've definitely told you what you get. Some give you a percentage off if you use our link. There's some sweet bonuses. But hopefully this helps you make some decisions and get started with streamlining and automating the operations side of your business. As I mentioned before, this is going to be a series, so we're coming back with some of my top tools in marketing. as well as my top tools for productivity. And to make sure that you don't miss those future videos, make sure that you are following me on Facebook or Instagram, and you have subscribed at brandmerry.com so you know exactly when those videos drop. Well, there you have it. There are my top tools for operations in your business. I hope that this is really helpful for you, gives you a place to start if you've been going back and forth. Hopefully I shared a little bit more of an insight into automating. You're probably gonna pick up, I love any platform that lets me create templates, streamline workflows, save myself time and sanity in the process of handling the operations in business. So if you wanna check out any of these tools, go ahead and check the description below for some of those links. These affiliate links are affiliates because I use these platforms in my own business, but they also give you, some of them give you an extended trial period or a discount on those services. So make sure you check those out below and get signed up and test out those platforms and see if it is a good fit for you in your business. As with all things, tips and tools and all of that, it's all about trying it out. But I hope this saves you from reading hundreds and hundreds of blog posts to figure out where you should start. As always, if you like this video, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a future video. As I mentioned, this is going to be part of a series that I'll be doing on tips in business. We've got another video coming out on marketing and productivity, so you want to make sure that you don't miss those because it's going to save you a lot of time in research to check out those videos. I will see you again next week for another video over here on the Brandmerry channel. I hope you have an amazing week.